everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. I hope everyone is having a lovely start to their week. But you guys, I have a brand new video format that I am trying out on my channel this week. My very first Q&A video I'm hoping to drop this Saturday. So if you go over to my community post over on my YouTube channel, you will see a place for you to put your comment or topic suggestion that I will pull from for my upcoming video on Saturday. And if you guys end up liking this format, we might try to do a Q&A video every Saturday morning. So let me know if you guys are interested in that, and make sure you head over there and put in your topic or your question. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Queen Camilla returns to London for her very first solo engagement of the summer, while King Charles stays behind in Scotland. Taking a break from her summer holiday in Scotland, the Queen has made a public appearance during a visit to Ealing to attend the Poetry Together recital and tea party. And by the way, she looked absolutely lovely in this beautiful green and teal ensemble. The Queen joined children and care home residents at Fielding Primary School, where she later opened a brand new library. The Poetry Together initiative was launched by Giles Brandreth in 2019, which brought together in partnership with Duke's Education and National Poetry Day. Now, during the session, school children and older children, some of whom are care home residents, were brought together to learn the same poem for National Poetry Day, which they then recited together. Following this, the Queen joined them in sharing a cup of tea and a slice of cake. How very cool is that event? She also watched a special recital and presented certificates to those in attendance. Now, Camilla also had the opportunity to present the cake, which she herself brought along after it was baked at Buckingham Palace. Now, before cutting it on stage with two special guests, Alice and the Mad Hatter. Now, introducing the honey and cream sponge cake, Brandreth said that the Queen had brought it with her, and she told the audience to much laughter, but I didn't bake it. But according to another story that I have read, Camilla has a very famous sponge cake recipe that she does herself. So if I can find it, I will have it listed for you down below. I have told myself I'm going to make a Victoria sponge cake. So one of these days I might actually do a video where I attempt to bake a sponge cake. It sounds like a very scary endeavor, but one I am planning to conquer. Now, as well as performances by the children and the elderly, the Queen watched a recite by poet Roger McGow. She then attended a tea party in the school where she met care home residents involved in the scheme. Poetry Together encourages school children and the elderly to come together and recite poetry. Since its foundation, more than 800 care homes and schools have participated in this initiative. That sounds very cool. At the end of the visit, the new library was opened by the Queen. So it looks like a very fun event, and then everyone had a very nice time. So a news article has come out saying that Prince Harry is starting to regret leaving the royal family, even though he felt badly treated. Oh, isn't that a spoiled spare's biggest dilemma? I was mistreated and I told the world my feelings, and now I'm having to pay for the repercussions. You know, it's kind of interesting when you look at people who are narcissists, and I know some people who are narcissists. You know, I always find it very fascinating, the world of narcissists. They live in a completely different world. They see the world through their narcissistic lens, which means they're permanent victims. They're blameless. They take no accountability for the hurt that they've caused other people, and they always feel like they're justified in their actions because they're coming from a victim mentality. They are the collectors of slights. So when you look at people like Harry and Meghan, they believe in their heart they were mistreated. It's their feelings. It's their feelings. With Harry and Meghan, it's feelings over facts. The rest of us live in a world of facts. We all have feelings. Our feelings get hurt. Sometimes we act inappropriately, and then we sit back and think, okay, maybe I was a jackass. Yeah, I was a jackass today. And we'll admit it. We'll go and apologize and be like, I overreacted. I misinterpreted. My feelings were hurt. I'm sorry. I didn't see your point of view. No one is perfect. We all have our moments. But Harry and Meghan, people like them, they never come to that conclusion. They literally feel like they're just permanent victims and they're always right. So now little Prince Harry is having some regrets 3 years after Megxit because it's not really working out. Because the little pipe dream that Meghan Markle sold him is no longer selling. It's gotten past its expiration point, and y'all know, yes, thank, right? Yes, thank. 3.5 years later, this victim narrative has run its course. And people are like, yes, thank, and you need to get a new story, son. Okay? You've expired. We're over it. It's no longer working. So now he's realizing that his life probably wasn't as bad as he thought it was. Things were pretty good as a royal prince. I mean, he had everything handed to him. Now the only thing he gets handed to him is his royal arse. By people saying, we don't like ya. We can't stand ya. Get a new story, son. We don't like ya. So now they're trying to turn it around and no longer play the victim where they're complaining constantly and throwing the royal family under the bus because people, quite frankly, are no longer listening. Now it's a problem because they're trying to do these, quote, charitable, positive things, but they're getting so much negative backlash that it's not working. Every time they post something somewhere, they literally have to turn the comments off. Brands are getting backlash every time they're associated with Harry and Meghan. People are just not interested in anything that Harry and Meghan are associated with. So now they're realizing they got to sing for their supper, and it's getting a little hard out there in Hollywood because you need to have people like you to buy your product, to watch your movies, to read your books. But people don't like them. Now we're going to say there's a group of people, the sugars. Those people are people you kind of wonder how you can walk and talk and chew gum at the same time. But okay, you still got those people, right? And there are the hate watchers. Let's be honest, we have the hate watchers. But besides that, they really have a hard time now because people just don't like them. So now he's starting to regret his decisions, that trashing his family was a bad choice. You know that old saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, I think Harry and Meghan have realized they bit off their own hand and no one's feeding them anymore. So now they really got to make money to keep the lights on in Montecito. Things are getting kind of expensive, right? To keep up with the Joneses and the staff and that PR firm that quite frankly isn't doing anything for them. What the hell has WME done for Meghan? I want to know. Where are her deals? Where are they? She's not even on a cover of a magazine. There's no interviews, nothing. They're literally just doing the Heart of Invictus and a couple deals with Netflix, but I'm not understanding what has WME done for Meghan and Harry? Or I'm sorry, just Meghan. I'm not seeing any PR that's been great for her lately. I mean, Sunshine sucks. Worked hard. They worked hard for Meghan. They tried to make that woman into Julia Roberts. They really did, but it just didn't work. WME, I'm not seeing any improvement here. So what exactly are they doing? I mean, they're just collecting a paycheck every month and putting out some fake stories in the press that no one is really reading. You know, that's the same stuff that Sunshine Sucks was doing for Megxie. So I don't understand. I guess they're working on some Hollywood deals. Now we know that they're working at Meet Me at the Lake for Netflix, which was a book literally based on their life. Now we do know that the author had her book published by Penguin Random House, and I do believe she is represented by WME. Now, an interesting thing is that we saw Doria Raglin schmoozing and keeping up with the Kardashians at that charity event where Kim Kardashian was channeling Morticia Adams. Let's be real here. But a rumor is that Kim Kardashian is also represented by WME, and somebody said that Doria now has an agent. What? So is this like a WME event? It's just bizarre why Doria was there again, smoozing with the Kardashians. It's like the Kardashians literally sank to the D list when they sat with Doria. I'm sorry. Kim, that was not a good PR look. You literally tanked your reputation by being photographed with Doria. Not to be rude, but seriously, who is she? What was she there for? She wasn't buying anything. She wasn't donating anything. She doesn't have a cause that she was there representing besides being Megxie's mother. It was a bizarre pairing. So I'm wondering if Doria's trying to get in through WME, kind of like how Sunshine Sacks would kind of organize those fake PR lunches with their, people like Serena Williams, who I believe was with Sunshine Sacks at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's some kind of weird PR pairing. That's a new word, PR pairing of, their celebrities. But again, I'm just wondering, what the hell are these people doing for her? Because it ain't working. Ain't working. Honey, get your money back. Before the ink dries on that contract, you might want to get your money back. But I do believe this story that Harry, is kind of regretting his choices. But once the genie's out the bottle, you can't put it back. So people are always going to associate this negativity and this victim narrative with Harry and Meghan. Even though Prince Harry sat there and denied that they pretty much were insinuating and calling the royal family racist when he sat there with Tom Bradby and he said, no, Meg didn't call him racist. That was the British press. No, it wasn't, Meg. No. Right? When he sat there and pretended, and we're just sitting there looking at him like, huh? Are you smoking a doobie right now? Or are you taking some magic mushrooms? Because you sure as hell did. You sure as hell sat there and insinuated very much so that they were being racist and they denied Archie a title because of his skin color. But no, it was the British media? Huh? So again, he's trying to backtrack, but you can't backtrack, son. It's on tape. It's on tape, literally. So I think Harry is living in a life of regret. They're trying to, put some lipstick on a pig now and parade themselves around as philanthropists and caring, positive people. But then we have the problem with their family. People see how Meghan treated her daddy, how he treats his own father, and how he treated the late Queen in her final years of life. Many people will never forgive that. And let's not forget the infamous curtsy. People will never forget that image of Meghan Markle mocking the Queen when they knew this woman had bone cancer. His 96-year-old Gan, who devoted 70 years of her life to serving the Commonwealth. People are not going to forget or forgive that of Meghan Markle. I'm sorry, we're not. I'm an American, hun, and I ain't going to forget nor forgive. That was disgusting what you did. Even Harry, during that interview, you could tell he wasn't happy when Meghan did it. See, Meghan thought it was funny. Honey, it wasn't funny. But you know what's real funny is when your money starts to dry up because people aren't going to buy your crap that you're trying to sell. That's going to be funny, okay? Messing with the Queen, not funny. So I do believe the story that Harry does regret it. They're trying to turn around the narrative. But again, nobody is buying the fact that Meghan Markle is Snow White, because we all know she's Cruella de Vil. She can try, but you know, a leopard can't change its spots. There's videotapes and stories of people who've known her for years. None of it is ever nice or positive. None of it. She wasn't like this just because she got with Harry. She has been like this for a long time. So Meghan changing her spots and turning over a new leaf and becoming a really nice, genuine person, I don't see it happening. Meghan is a user. She is a narcissist. And I don't think she's going to stop being a user and a narcissist. Now, granted, she's probably not enjoying the negative backlash. I mean, who would? But she's just adding that to her victim narrative. Again, she's always a victim. She's never responsible for any of the hurt or pain that she has inflicted on hundreds of people, especially her family, especially Harry's family. I do find it interesting that they're trying to cover it up and change their narrative and, you know, fix their reputation. But WME, again, you can put glitter on poop, it's still poop. So I think pretty soon we're going to find out, maybe next year, that WME and Meghan Markle have parted ways. That is my prediction for 2024, is that agency is going to finally realize they cannot help this woman. But you guys, that is all the royal tea that I have for you today. Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.